So seeing as you all liked it when I reviewed Blue Story, I thought I'd review another piece of British media. No, we are not talking about Kidulthood, we're talking about Top Boy. A BAFTA award-winning drama created and written by Ronan Bennett. It's a sequel series to a show called Top Boy Summer House, which broadcasted on Channel 4 from 2011 to 2013. This season, produced by Netflix, is executively produced by Drake, and much like its first two seasons, is about young lives lived on the edge of East London, which tells the honest and gripping story of inner city gang culture and crime. Top Boy is one of those shows that I find to be very different to most London television shows that we get nowadays. Here in the UK, there are a lot of great British TV shows like Peaky Blinders, Ackley Bridge, Misfits. They're all really good TV shows, and I think they deserve the acclaim that they get. But they're very different to Top Boy. Despite for what looks like a very small budget, this is definitely something that is worthy of a movie, because this show needs to be seen on the biggest screen, or at least at the best quality possible. Because I'm not gonna lie, this is actually the best series on Netflix, hands down. Because this show honestly gets its story and it doesn't really lose its taste. To start off with, this show is shot beautifully. Practically every shot is exactly how the UK looks. The lighting sometimes can be in your face, but other than that, I do think that they don't really gloss it, and this is definitely how London looks like, because I used to live in London and it definitely does kind of look like that. There is also some really good acting, like Ashley Walters, better known as Asha D from the rap group So Solid Crew, is excellent as the lead character. I think that here he legitimately owns and carries this entire show. And if he pulls off a performance like this in season 4, then he should definitely be worthy of a BAFTA. This Netflix series also features a performance from one of the best British actors working today, Michael Ward, who you might recognise from Blue Story and Steve McQueen's Small Axe. In the series, he plays Jamie, a young ruthless gang leader who's trying to provide for his two younger brothers, as their parents have passed away several years prior to the series. Now, I thought Ward was fantastic in the show. Not just the performance, but also the motives, because he's not just your typical villain. He's a villain who's also can be considered as a hero, because he's essentially doing what he does for a good reason. He's trying to provide for his family, especially since he hasn't got any parents to look after them on his behalf. So I thought that Jamie was a nice addition to Top Boy. I thought that he was an excellent character, and I really hope that we see him again in season 4. The rest of the cast is also really good. But of course, every good show needs a scene stealer, and Top Boy's scene stealer is definitely one of the best scene stealers ever to be seen on the big screen or even the small screen.
How many fucking times do I have to tell you? I don't care.
That's right, the man himself, Dave, is in this show. And even though I really like him as a rapper, I think that he's a really good actor. His character Modi was so funny. But yeah, again, there's also a good dark side to him. When Modi's around, Jamie turns from man into boy. That makes sense because Modi used to be the leader of their gang, so it makes sense that Jamie would feel a bit inferior when he's near Modi. And thanks to some brilliant performances from Dave and Michael Ward, you can understand how they actually do show that in the show. And seeing as Modi was one of my favourite characters in this series, I was really annoyed when he was killed off. Fingers crossed that he faked his death. This show also touches on some really great themes like teenage crime, gentrification, brotherhood, friendship. I think that this show truly gets the message and the story it's trying to tell. A lot of people may say that it's promoting violence, but I kind of disagree. Sure, it's quite violent, but I just see it as a great crime binge watch that the UK doesn't really get that often. Even the world in general. Now, yes, a lot of people will say that we have The Wire for that reason, one of the greatest shows on television. But for someone who has seen the first series of that show, I don't really think that it's worth the binge watch because it is a bit too political. Is this show political? Yeah, kind of, but it doesn't really overstay its political commentary because it is able to balance entertainment and some darkness and emotion within its episodes, and that's what I really appreciate about the show. However, it really confuses me. Why can't Netflix greenlit more movies and TV shows like this? This is the kind of unique television that we need nowadays, not stuff like this. Not everything has to be the next Stranger Things, you know. Anyway, as you can tell, I like Top Boy quite a bit. Great cinematography, really good acting, great action sequences. This is the type of show that I need. And it also has compelling writing and messages. So if you think that's what mainstream television is lacking, watch Top Boy because it is really good. And the show in general gets a 9 out of 10. I was originally going to give it a 10 out of 10, but I gave it a 9 because of this reason. Quite a few characters get killed off way too soon before their time, and also I do think that Netflix truly procrastinate with this show. Don't believe me? When did Netflix revive the show after Channel 4 cancelled it? On 13th of September 2019. And when is the next series coming? God knows when. All I'm saying is that it better come quickly because I'm missing this show. It's been 3 years and I've enjoyed watching this show throughout the whole of 2021. So fingers crossed that next year we get another season of Top Boy. If not, I could imagine there would be riots. And that would be because we're defending one of the greatest black British shows ever to be made.
What else are we gonna be?
Let me ask you all a question. What's the most underrated show in television history? Let me know in the comments below. Thanks for watching, guys. Be sure to like, share, comment and subscribe, and I'll catch all of you next time. Peace.